Budapest, Hungary, one of the most beautiful places in all of Europe. I find it to be spectacular, charming, old, but a lot of fun new things to do. It's great for the seasoned traveler or someone who's starting off traveling, whether solo or in a group for the first time. It's also a great place to be a digital nomad, which I did while I run my sports media company through Budapest, Hungary. Got an apartment there for about 3 months and was able to travel most of Europe right out of that apartment while working on my sports media company, The Sports on Tap. You will see it in the description below. Now, the thing here is Budapest has so much to offer and so many great amenities, as I said, for the new school tourist and the old school tourist. And I wanted to touch on my 5 favorite things about the Hungarian capital and why I think it's a place you must visit. And you probably see these videos are way more casual than those fancy videos with the zlings and bings of the travel industry. I'm just trying to show you why Budapest is beautiful, why you should go there, and hopefully next time I go, I'll blog about it and do more of those type of activities, because that's really what I like to do with this channel. The number one is the architecture. I think the architecture is great. It's beautiful. The Buda Castle is great, the Parliament's great, the St. Peter's Basilica is beautiful, one of the nicest churches. The synagogue in the Jewish Quarter is awesome, and my favorite, had to leave it for last, is Fisherman's Bastion, which might be one of the most picturesque places in all of Europe if you go on the right day. The day I spent a whole entire day there, I got so lucky. It was a spring day. I think it was March or beginning of April. It was like 74 degrees, nice cool breeze, and I got to spend the whole day there. It was really crowded, but you really do feel like you're kind of stepping back in medieval times. My second favorite second on the list of my favorite activities is the thermal baths. Wow. You can actually spend the whole entire day there easily. It's basically water with mineral. You soak in there. It's hot, and even on a warm day, it's not like so hot that you're gonna like burn in there. It's just such an experience unlike any other that you would think of when you're going to travel in Europe. The Chechnya bath, I think I'm pronouncing that hopefully correctly, is the best one. It's huge, right? And then on weekends, sometimes they have a party there, which is a lot of fun. But in general, like, it is just a great place to go, spend a day, soak up, have a beer, enjoy the hot springs, go inside, go to the steam room and the sauna, and like 7 different baths, really fun. Number 3 is partying. Look, a lot of people like to travel, like to, indulge in a fun time. And I think it's important in Budapest, and you can do it in so many different ways. From the Cecilia Kurt ruins, I hope I'm pronouncing it, like I said, pronunciation, I'm not even gonna apologize anymore. I'm not the greatest pronouncer ever. The ruins are really fun. Of course, you're gonna like end up paying a little more than you would in another place. It's very touristy, but there's a reason things become touristy. It's because people like good things, and it becomes a place where people go and do tourist stuff. That spot is really nice and a really great place to check out for drinking, but that's not the only place. You can also go anywhere in the Jewish Quarter. There's so many bars and they're a lot of fun. And on top of all that, what I think is interesting is the local club scene. I think there was one called Orange Budapest or Purple Budapest, I forget the name of it. But they're all in this like one little area where like 4 or 5 clubs right next to the Basilica are, and they're really fun, high end. You don't really get the like rowdy crowd there, and it's really a good place and a good fun like spot to experience. If you're not into clubbing or bars like that, there's lounges. There's a lounge like right by the hotel in the St. Peter's Basilica with a rooftop. You can kind of look at the city and enjoy actually this like looking at Budapest while having a nice cocktail. A lot of wine there too, local wines, and Unicum, which is really good too. It's like, I would consider like kind of similar to Jaeger, but yeah. And that takes me to the next one, eating and drinking. Budapest, first of all, like Hungarian food, I find it pretty good. The goulash is amazing. I forget the name of it. They have this like pastry on the street that looks like an elephant ear, and they put cheese and stuff on it, and they deep fried bread, really good. A lot of local restaurants, especially, and I'll do that on my next video, the 5 like most places you should go to that not everyone talks about. That's kind of one of my favorite videos on this channel that I always do. Yeah, so there's a lot of places like that, but go get the goulash, get some duck. There's a lot of really good variety of food there, and in general, Budapest has like international cuisine because there's so many tourists, so they want to make sure they have enough food for everyone that is like interested in so many different varieties of food. And they also have their local cuisine like goulash. Surprisingly, I'm Middle Eastern, and they have like some of the better shawarma I've had outside of the Middle East. I think because if it's like relatively close proximity to Turkey, you get a lot of Turkish restaurants there, and you get some really good shawarma, and it's actually like pretty freaking good. So you can try that. And as I said earlier, the drinks, their beer, unbelievably good beer, cheap. Unicum, it's like a Jaeger in a way. It's not the most tasty thing, but I always like to try the local cuisine or the local like delicacy of the region, no matter what it might be. And of course, wine. Budapest is really known for wine. Hungary is known for wine, so you can find some like little shops that are selling local wines, and usually you can find some really good things. The last thing, number 5 on the list, of course, is walking along the Danube River and anything to do with that. There's these shoes on the side of the Danube River, which are really, it's a nice historic place to go look at. The Parliament's nearby, Fisherman Bastion, which I've already mentioned, are nearby. You can take a dinner cruise or a night cruise on the river and kind of get a nice view of Budapest. I didn't really do that because I was traveling Budapest solo, but it's something you could really do if that's like what you're into, or if you're with, a significant other or something along like those lines. And there's just a whole lot to do in Budapest. Those are the 5 things that, like, my 5 favorite things I like to do in Budapest. And Hungary in general is a great place. Hopefully I can go visit it again, and by then hopefully I'll be vlogging more. I didn't really vlog at the time when I did this, other than sports vlogs and like very specific vlogs. So for example, I did go to the world's best or most fancy McDonald's in Budapest, which is going to be linked here at the end of the video, so you can just like click that. You can go ahead and watch that whole entire video, and I will be doing my Budapest series here. 3 videos always I'm trying to do, unless I have a live vlog. It's my 5 like hidden gems, my 5 favorite things, and a story about the country. So right now I'm doing my Budapest series. I'm going to be heading to Las Vegas too, so I might have a vlog for you guys. So thank you for watching. My name is George on Tap. I'm part of a Sports on Tap network. You can see all my links in the description below. And thank you guys for stopping by, and comment down below, what are your favorite things to do in Budapest? Peace.